YouTube channel. The name is Ghoulman. And he actually doesn't have a whole lot of subs, but you know, you can go there and subscribe. Also subscribe to, there's another channel. Hold on. Give me a second, y'all. You rushing me? The other channel, what is it called? It's called Terror Tales. We're gonna be doing that channel next, but Terror Tales on YouTube, go subscribe, and Ghoulman, subscribe. There's a couple other channels that I use, but we're gonna be talking about reaction. We're gonna do reaction videos on these scary, it says scary ghost videos that will turn your blood cold. I don't know how cold it's gonna turn your blood. It's a long one, y'all. So y'all gonna buckle in with me and let's watch this and get through this together. So I hope you like it. And if you do, please subscribe to my channel, Big J Reacts, on all platforms, Kick, Twitch, especially YouTube, and Twitter. So, because I'm streaming on all those platforms as we speak. So, like, follow, subscribe. Appreciate the love. Without further ado,
The following video was captured by Liv one quiet Saturday evening while she was home alone with her cat. For weeks now, at exactly 7:33 p.m., she would hear scratching sounds. Not the usual kind you dismiss as pipes or rodents, but deep, deliberate scraping, as if something was trying to claw its way through the walls. On some nights, the doorknobs would rattle, lights would flicker in quick bursts, and the cat would stare into corners as if it's following something invisible. One evening, Liv finally set up her phone to record, and this is what she caught.
oh shit.
If you turn your volume up and listen carefully, you'll hear the chilling sound of scratches coming from inside the walls. Then, suddenly, objects begin to fall from shelves like a force was shaking the place from the inside out. Now, here's where it gets weird. People are asking why the cat wasn't reacting, and honestly, it's a fair question. But sometimes animals, especially cats, can grow desensitized to long-term spiritual presences, especially if they've been exposed repeatedly.
Well,
Some experts even believe the spirit may have attached itself to the cat, which could explain its eerie calmness. Liv is
Now, do you know what they say about cats? They say cats are very spiritually connected in a lot of videos. Matter of fact, there's a Netflix series, if you haven't seen it, it's awesome, or read the graphic novel, Neil Gaiman's The Sandman. There's a lot of stories about cats and how they're connected to the realm. They travel the realms and stuff. But that's not the only one. But my point is, that's believable. That's why I don't like cats.
isn't taking any more chances, so she's made an appointment to have the house cleansed, and because the activity keeps escalating, she has also contacted a private investigator to dig into the house's history.
I'm sorry if you picked up that noise. This thing is sensitive, this mic.
The following clips were recorded by Linda, who has been experiencing strange and unexplained activity in her home. And the strange part? It only ever happens when she's completely alone. For weeks, she brushed it off as her imagination, until the sounds became impossible to ignore, and it kept happening week after week. She decided to set up a camera, and this is what she captured.
Oh, hell no.
You can hear heavy footsteps running up and down the stairs like someone's pacing in a hurry, but she's completely alone, and the strange sound usually lasts for about 20 minutes, and then everything goes still. This disturbing activity continued for weeks, growing worse with time, and at one point, it was not just one staircase, it was every staircase in the house, like the entity had grown.
First of all, I don't know if y'all noticed, but that's a trifling ass house. Super trifling.
Bolder, or multiplied.
You guys, I'm hearing it again, but from downstairs this time. Yeah, nope.
Some skeptics tried to discredit her claim, saying the stairs weren't fully shown in the clips. So, the next time it happened, Linda made sure to record the entire stairs.
I keep hearing somebody walk up and down my stairs, but there is obviously nobody there.
That's so fucking freaky.
There's nothing there. And it keeps coming up and down, up and down.
You gonna hear me say this a lot.
Here's what
move.
makes this truly terrifying.
staying here.
Hearing running footsteps with no visible source is often linked to residual hauntings. It's a replay of something traumatic, usually tied to moments of panic, flight, or even death. It's like the spirit is stuck, reliving its final moments again and again. And now, Linda has admitted that she no longer feels safe staying in the house alone, so she sent her footage to a ghost hunter, and an investigation is already underway. We wish her luck. This next clip is about Luke, who recently lost his soul dog, his best friend, over a month ago, and according to him, not a single day passes without thinking of that dog. But last week, his home security cameras caught something strange. Luke says this isn't the first time he's felt his dog trying to reach out, and viewers quickly picked up on something strange when they looked closely at the little dog sitting on the couch. The way its ears suddenly perked up, like it heard something too. And this wasn't an isolated event. Luke has heard the jingle of his late dog's collar in the hallway, despite it being tucked away in a drawer. And once, he swears he heard the distinct tapping of claws across the tiles, the exact sound his dog used to make when it walked into the room. With all that's been happening, Luke can't bring himself to believe it's just coincidence. He's convinced his best friend's spirit is still watching over him, letting him know he's not really gone. And honestly, maybe he's right. A guy named Marcus has been dealing with something far worse than nightmares. For months now, he's been jolted out of sleep by violent, unexplainable events happening right inside his room. We're talking drawers yanked open with force, chairs flung to the side, loud bangs against the wall, and sometimes his blankets being pulled off in the middle of the night. On more than one occasion, objects have flown off shelves and deep scratches have appeared on his bedroom wall. Scratches he didn't make. So one night, determined to prove he wasn't losing his mind, Marcus set up a camera while he slept, and this is what he caught.
First of all, who the hell sleeps at the door wide the fuck open?
In the name of Jesus Christ, I ask you to leave this house. This instant. In the name of Jesus Christ, I ask you to leave this house.
He lives completely alone, and his bedroom is always locked from the inside before he sleeps, so there's no possible way anyone else could have been in that room. And with the force and aggression of the entity causing these activities, there's no other reason than the presence of a demon. Marcus sent the footage to his family priest, and thankfully, they've scheduled a day for serious prayers and cleansing. We wish him luck in banishing this tormenting spirit.
Damn.
A young mother named Grace has always believed her late husband still watches over their daughter, Emma, who was just a month old when he passed. From lights flickering on during their bedtime routines, to Emma giggling and reaching out toward empty spaces as if someone were there, Grace has experienced enough to believe he visits. One night, she finally caught this on camera.
Go for mama. Go for mommy.
This was a sign.
You can
This
see
is-
little Emma sobbing uncontrollably, stretching her arms, pointing toward her dad's photo. And whenever she does this, she doesn't calm down until she's holding it in her hands. This video touched so many hearts, and the comments were flooded with people sharing their own emotional experiences and moments they also felt the presence of someone they lost. Have you ever felt something like that? A visit? Or a sign? Because sometimes all it takes is one moment like this to believe they're still out there. Dan and his wife had just moved into a new apartment, and they were excited to start their family and build memories in their new home. But from day one, the apartment had other plans. It's either the light, the tap turning on in the middle of the night, things falling off shelves that no one touched, gentle footsteps when no one was walking, and sometimes soft humming coming from the hallway. Most visitors brushed it off as poor construction or plumbing issues, but Dan and his wife could feel it wasn't structural, but spiritual. After a few months, they reached out to a medium, and that's when they discovered the truth. According to the medium, the spirit in the apartment was that of a young child who once lived there, the son of the original owners, and he meant no harm. With that knowledge, the couple chose to stay, and they even did a few protective rituals around the house, just in case the spirit decides to be violent. Now, years later, even with kids of their own, the family still lives in the home, and they've grown quite fond of their ghostly roommate. Take a look at what this family has to keep up with living with a ghost.
Hell no.
Get a tissue.
First of all, you better calm your little ass down.
Look at me. First of all, don't raise your voice like that. Inappropriate. And see, now the ghost is very upset. Don't do that.
That and there's no ghost in here.
Well, I don't know.
Dan and his wife are still trying to convince their kids that there is a ghost living with them, but the children aren't buying it. They think it's all one big joke, and the parents don't mind, as long as the kids can still laugh it off. And don't start waking up from nightmares, they're willing to let them believe whatever makes them feel safe. I agree.
I get it.
Not many people can handle living with a ghost, but Dan and his family, they don't seem to mind, so we wish them luck and hope they know exactly what they're doing. The following clips were recorded by Kyle Anthony after weeks of claiming his house was haunted, claims none of his close friends or family members took seriously. According to them, it was just stress, or maybe the pipes, but Kyle and his fiancée had been experiencing some truly disturbing things, like utensils clattering in locked drawers, the smell of burning hair with no fire in sight, and strange whispers they could only hear when the lights went out. One night, when Kyle was getting ready for bed, the activity got worse. He was just about to turn off the lights when he heard a violent bang from the attic. It wasn't the kind of creak you'd expect from an old house, but a forceful, frantic bang from the attic. Like someone wasn't the kind of creak you'd expect from an old house, but a forceful, frantic bang from the attic. Like someone wasn't the kind of creak you'd expect from an old house, but a forceful, frantic bang from the attic. Like someone wasn't the kind of creak you'd expect from an old house, but a forceful, frantic bang from the attic. Like someone wasn't the kind of creak you'd expect from an old house, but a forceful, frantic bang from the attic. Like someone wasn't the kind of creak you'd expect from an old house, but a forceful, frantic bang from the attic. Like someone wasn't the kind of creak you'd expect from an old house, but a forceful, frantic bang from the attic. Like someone wasn't the kind of creak you'd expect from an old house, but a forceful, frantic bang from the attic. Like someone wasn't the kind of creak you'd expect from an old house.
I hope y'all didn't hear that. That shit was crazy. Just reverb back in my ear. Try to save y'all. Chat. Remember, like, follow, and subscribe. Please.
There's nothing up here.
I don't know if I'm going up there.
There's nothing up here. Told you.
The force of whatever entity causing this was more than just aggressive, it was invasive. And such violent contacts are often a warning sign the spirit isn't just there, it's asserting its right or declaring ownership. When Kyle got inside the attic, every step he took inside the attic felt like something was waiting. And when he posted the clip online, viewers noticed something he didn't. A glowing orb moving across the screen just before the clip ended. That orb was the confirmation many needed to believe the attic wasn't empty. There was a spirit roaming. But it wasn't just the attic. Every night since then, a strange banging sound would echo from outside, always around the same time, and always from the same direction. One morning, the sound woke them up again, so Kyle stepped outside with his phone, and this is what he saw.
All right, we woke up to the banging sound outside of our bedroom again. Sounded like it was coming from outside. Yet again. But I think I know where it's coming from, so I'm going to show you. Right there. I think it's coming from there. Something is banging on that. It's happened, it happened last night, it happened 2 nights ago. That's our bedroom window right there. I hope there's nothing trapped in there, a raccoon, I don't know. But it's been freaking us out, waking us up. So we're gonna take a look. Goodness gracious. I can't see very far down there. Let me see if my light helps. I can't see all the way to the end, but I don't see anything. And that goes around a corner. I don't know if I can even fit between the blocks and that pipe, but I guess we're gonna have to take a look in there. Fuck.
The crawl space was completely empty with no raccoons and no rats, but Kyle knew what this meant. If there was no animal and it wasn't faulty construction, something else was definitely inside his house. Kyle tried to live with it, hoping it would stop, but the activity only escalated. One night, multiple events happened at once. Unexplainable footsteps, appliances switching on, and a door slamming shut when no one was near.
I did not notice that this door opened by itself. I did not notice. I was just trying to get the heck out of here. And to those of y'all that are asking, did I leave my fiance in the house by herself? No, I did not. She was waiting for me on the porch. I told her that when I got in the car, I was gonna film a TikTok really quick. So she went out and waited on the front porch while I backed the car out of the garage. I would not leave her here by herself on a night when this place is lit up like a rave with lights flickering and doors rattling and all that crap. Of course I wouldn't do that. But, I mean, I guess it's understandable that y'all were asking about it. But no. And I have not been in there. I haven't been in this little utility room yet. It's just the water heater and a bunch of junk. There's not going to be anything in there. But let's have a look. Let's have a look real quick. How about it? Into the darkness we stick our freaking hand. Yeah, nothing there. Junk. Bunch of junk. Greatest TikTok of all time, right?
The energy in this room was noticeably stronger, and it could be that whatever's haunting the house is connected to an event that happened here in the past. Or Kyle may have unknowingly brought some.
This is exactly why I don't ever want to buy somebody else's house. Because you don't know what went down there. You just don't know.
Something cursed into the house, like a thrifted object or a secondhand piece of furniture. And we know how these things carry dark energy.
Yes.
Things took a disturbing turn days later, and this time it wasn't just the banging anymore.
All right, I am home alone, and I am hearing a little kid laughing in the basement.
Oh,
and I do not have children. This is freaking me out. Yeah, you do hear it too? Go. Move. We'll try to go down there. Oh, God, let's see if we hear it. Goodness gracious. Shit. Do you hear that?
Don't go
Oh
to the
my
damn
God,
house,
that's
bro.
freaky. I don't have children. I don't have children.
Well, guess what? It's time to motherfucking leave.
And I'm home alone. My fiance just went with her sister to the mall. Don't hear it anymore now. Goodness gracious.
If you listen closely, you'll hear the creepy sound of children laughing, and even the cats are visibly agitated. Sometimes, hearing children laughing, especially when there are no children around, can be a dark spirit pretending to be something innocent to lure you in before revealing their true form. Kyle has not been able to have one single peaceful night without something strange happening, and it was getting impossible to dismiss it as a coincidence. One night, Kyle tried to get some sleep, praying nothing would happen, but something woke him up.
You see those lights going on and off in there, right?
Other than what you just saw in the clip, if you look closely, you'll see a faint pulsing light in the glass jar sitting on top of the TV stand, almost like something alive trapped inside, or a contained energy trying to manifest. Experts say when spirits grow bold enough to interfere with light, especially enclosed light, they've grown stronger. And this was really the case because after this night, it became worse.
This is freaking crazy. Check this out. That knocking is happening in the attic. Listen to that. Gosh dang it.
You gotta break
The
your
light just
lease.
keeps.
You just gotta break your lease and get bounced.
Why is this my life? Yo, this is driving me nuts. It's just constant. I don't know what to do. I just do not know what to do. Goodness.
When an expert reviewed this footage, they pointed out something bizarre. The knocks followed a pattern. 9 knocks, then 14. That's I and N in the alphabet for in. Was it trying to say it was inside,
gosh.
or was it inviting Kyle in? Some believe it was trying to possess a space, or even a person. Others pointed out the eerie synchronicity between the knocking and Kyle's emotions, as if the spirit was feeding off his fear. At this point, Kyle was torn between 2 horrifying possibilities. Either something was trying to torment him, or it was desperately trying to say something. But how do you tell the difference? He has tried everything. Salt across the doorways, iron nails near the windows, even burning sage, and it helped for a week until this happened.
Well, watch this and tell me if you see what I see.
What am I supposed to see, dog? Oh shit. Nope. I saw it.
Well, I thought we had a quiet night, Shelley. Thought we had a quiet night. It was a quiet night. Everything just stopped. Here, play with that.
If you look closely toward the bottom left corner, you'll see a shadowy figure moving, and if you keep watching, you'll see something even worse. The small box was moving.
Yep.
After Kyle posted this clip, viewers were seriously worried, not just about the spirit, but about Kyle's safety. Many warned him that keeping objects like that doll could lead to possession, or even spiritual attachment that follows him outside the house, and they're not wrong. Others are convinced the doll is the source of all the activities, and that the spirit might stop playing games and become hostile. And judging by how things have been escalating, they might be right, because this kind of activity doesn't fade, it grows. Kyle has reached out to a ghost hunter, and the full footage has been sent in for professional review. Hopefully, they'll be able to pinpoint exactly what's been causing the surge in activity and how to get rid of it. But from everything we've seen, I don't have any doubt. There's a ghost in that house. This next clip was recorded by Sammy, who had been sensing something strange in her home for weeks now. At first, it was small things like the lights flickering at midnight, the sound of someone pacing in the hallway when she was home alone, and an icy breeze that always seemed to pass through the living room without warning. But what really convinced her that something wasn't right was her dog. Sammy's dog had always been calm, but lately it had started growling at empty corners, barking aggressively toward the hallway, refusing to enter certain rooms entirely, and even barking furiously at the empty chair that sat facing her bed. Sammy brushed it off at first, until one evening her dog refused to enter her room, and when her dog finally did, this was what happened. People say if you have a chair facing your bed, the dead come to sit and watch while you sleep. And if you leave a mirror facing your bed, you open a portal between this world and theirs. But Sammy isn't too bothered by these warnings. In fact, she welcomes the idea because she's been connecting with spirits since she was 4. But she agrees something was different about this night, so in her next clip, she revealed something deeply personal. Sammy believes it could be her twin brother who her mother lost during pregnancy, and the timing made it more convincing.
Well, you don't
That
know
night
what
was
it
their
is.
birthday, so it felt too timed to be a coincidence.
Listen to them damn
Still,
dolls, they
to
know
be
what
sure,
fucking
she
dolls.
sent the clips to a trusted medium and is currently awaiting a full reading. But the fact that the dog is growling like this is enough reason to consider other possibilities. Because dogs often detect dark spirits faster than humans, and growling, especially at a fixed spot, is a classic sign of a dark presence. We can't say for sure what it is yet, but I think we can all agree on one thing. There's certainly a spirit in that house. The following video was captured by a woman named Carrie Ann, a mother who has known since the earliest days that her daughter was different. It started when her daughter was just a few weeks old. Carrie would find her staring into corners, giggling, or waving at things no one else could see. Carrie assumed it was nothing but the usual baby behavior until her daughter started describing people who weren't there, people who had been dead for years. At first, it frightened her, but after a while, she began to accept it and became convinced her daughter wasn't just seeing things, she was seeing spirits. One afternoon, on what seemed like a perfectly normal day, Carrie and her daughter went to visit Carrie's father's grave, and this happened.
Are you talking to the little kids? You say hello.
Why would you encourage
Yeah.
your child to speak to graveyard
Totally
things?
just top of this kid's grave. And started talking to it. And of course I didn't record it.
You don't see none of
Be
these
nice.
people with a tint on their skin. That's all I'm saying.
When Carrie uploaded the footage, the responses and comments were overwhelming, but the majority agreed on one thing. The little girl is a medium. And here's the thing about mediums. Many believe they're born with a thin veil between this world and the next, able to sense what others can't. Some even say they're messengers, while others say they're guardians. Whatever the case may be, we can only hope this little girl gets the guidance and support she needs to develop her gift, because this kind of gift, as strange as it may be, doesn't come to just anyone. You ever walk into a place that's beautiful on the outside, but something just doesn't feel right? Like the air's a little too still, and your gut tells you to stay alert? That's exactly how Jason Miller felt the first time he stayed at his friend's house. From the outside, you'd never guess. It's the kind of property you'd see on a postcard, surrounded by woods, with a koi pond, a fire pit, and a guest cabin. But for some reason, at exactly 9:30 p.m. every night, strange things begin to happen that make you feel something else is there too. Something uninvited. Every night at exactly 9:30 p.m., the energy in the house shifts. It starts with cold spots, even in the middle of summer. Then sometimes it's a strange smell. Not mildew or anything you can explain, more like rotting flowers or burnt hair. Even the clocks in the house, no matter how many times they were replaced, would stop ticking at 9:33. And phone batteries drain out of nowhere. At first, they joked about it, but after one of their friends left the house one evening, right at 9:30 p.m., no one was laughing anymore. The rest of the group stayed behind, watching the security camera as she walked to her car, and what they saw still gives them chills.
Yeah, I saw that. I straight up saw that.
A dark, fast-moving figure passed, and a few seconds after they saw it, they saw wet footprints appear on the deck, but no one had come out of the water. After that night, the homeowner began thinking about selling, but Jason needed answers, so he contacted a local ghost hunter to investigate, and the findings were disturbing. Years ago, 4 men had been assassinated in that very house. No memorials, no headlines, just silence, and a history buried under renovation. That discovery changed everything, because now there's no more room for doubt. The night.
It's exactly what I'm saying, y'all. You could renovate a house. You could put lipstick on a pig, but it's still a pig, right? That's what they say. Maybe that's not a good analogy, but the point is, I will not buy another person's property. I don't know what went down, and that's the kind of bad mojo that's floating out there.
Nightly occurrences, the shifting energy, the figure on camera, none of it was coincidence. They are all paranormal activities, caused by not just one ghost, but 4. This next clip was recorded by a man named Elias, who had recently left the busy city behind and moved to a remote village tucked deep in the Austrian mountains. His nearest neighbor was a few kilometers away with no streetlights and no traffic, just a thick forest, endless silence, and something else. For the first few months, strange things happened. Lights flickering for no reason, distant knocks at night, and odd animal voices. But he brushed it off as just part of living in the wilderness. The price...
See, this is the problem I have. Y'all think other countries don't have these little issues with paranormal stuff. They're older than the U.S. The U.S. is 300 maybe 300 years old. These other countries are thousands, hundreds, if not thousands of years old. You don't think there's a lot of stuff going on that has gone on? So y'all gonna go out to these remote villages. Oh, I like the country. I like it where when the sun sets, you can't see your hand in front of your face. Oh, I like it in the country where when it's nighttime, I hear these voices, but I don't think nothing of it because there ain't nothing out there. How you know? That's the shit I'm saying.
Place of peace, Bishop as he calls it, until one day he stepped into the bathroom, opened the window, and heard this.
What the fuck was that?
Das kommt vom Void, Alter.
See all those goddamn mountains? You don't know what the hell's
It sounded like
mountains.
thousands of people screaming, like a stadium during a goal, but 10 times louder. And before anyone could argue it was just a local match or a concert, Lucas was clear. There were no soccer fields nearby, no events, no festivals, no reason for such a sound. It terrified him, especially because deep down, he'd always felt like he wasn't supposed to be there, and it didn't stop. It kept happening, night after night, sometimes for over an hour. Eventually, Elias decided he had to see for himself, so he took his camera and went into the woods.
So today I heard the I don't know, voices or the sounds too. Like the
So I
other
brought my
day
stick while I'm walking through the
it
woods
was for
in case a bear or a lion or
like an hour or something,
a wolf comes and I can tap it on the head
and
talk to him.
I'm walking now in the forest, and the weird thing. Oh, what the fuck? Oh. And the weird thing about forest, or about the noise, like when I got in the forest. No, it's good. When I got in the forest, it stopped, and I think I heard something. Like when I before I recorded,
unless you
there
live
was
like you can get to your
just,
house on that other side. Well, I'm not going
just
there
a weird
because I'm
sound.
damn sure ain't going back.
And that's because I recorded, or I started the recording. Sorry for my poor English. I'm not the best at speaking English.
You spoke very
Ich
good.
spreche eigentlich Deutsch, lol. I think I heard something. Like it rained for like half of the day. Just because everything here sucks. What the Okay, no. I think it's time to go. Nope. It's very, nope. I know I'm not like in a horror movie or something. I don't go to this weird noise. When I hear it, I just go. I know it's time to go. Yes. When I don't post on Reddit anymore, you'll know that I died. Oh, what the f-
It sounded like people chanting or spirits crying out through the woods, and it didn't happen once, but 3 times. At this point, he was convinced he had to listen to his gut, so he packed up and left, and honestly, can you blame him?
Hell
When you're
no.
alone in a remote mountain village, hearing what sounds like spirits screaming, or in a cultic group, in a place with very few people, your mind starts to put pieces together, and none of the possibilities are comforting. The following clip was recorded by Matt, a young man whose family had gone on vacation, leaving him home alone for a few days. Now, Matt isn't new to paranormal activity. In fact, he's had a few brushes with strange activities, but nothing frequent until his birthday week. At first, he didn't mind the silence, but as his birthday drew nearer, the house began to feel different. One afternoon, while he was relaxing in the living room, something strange and terrifying happened.
Bro. Move it again.
You stupid ass. Don't say that shit.
Oh Oh my God. Oh my God. In the name of Jesus, I banish you back to where you've come from. I banish you back to wherever the came from. This is not your house.
Being deeply religious, Matt did what he could, praying and commanding whatever it was to leave. But just when he thought the energy had passed, something else happened.
What was that, Tiberius?
What was that, Tiberius? Fundamental questions that we need to know as owners for economic
Bro, I
growth.
just
What
heard
is an opportunity
something
economy? What does that mean?
crazy,
when facts come to facts?
Home
My life
Alone.
was better when
Home
I was in
Alone.
office. The economy was higher, inflation was lower.
Bro, I'm telling you.
Things were better overall, and now with Kamala's administration,
Bro, I'm telling you.
it's fantastic. And she's saying she can fix the problems that her administration has caused, but I just don't know if I'm going to take that risk.
Police banging and fear mongering was a big part of her tactic tonight. I think he was gaslit during the entire debate, and that was probably why he
That's
was so
easy, bro.
defensive.
What was
And
that?
even when he brought up the topic of race, he brought that up because she's pandering.
Yeah. Look, these voters saw something about it, and we perhaps didn't. Kamala Harris was like an Oprah Winfrey old book. I think she was just spewing these for life. It didn't resonate on her specificity.
Did you hear that? What the? What? What the was that?
That's what I said.
Nah, bro. Yo, what the was that?
If you listen closely, you'll hear it, a whisper, low and chilling, saying, "Here." Now, most people would have packed their bags and left, but Matt
Okay,
stayed,
right.
thinking he could handle it until the next sign came, and this time, it was harder to ignore.
I don't know what's going on with these dogs, bro. They're scared of some. Yo, I'm telling you, bro. That's the second time I heard those bells, bro. The second time. The second time. I'm home all the alone, bro. Nobody is home. Nobody. No one is home. Nobody is home. And those bells. What's wrong, Petey? What's wrong? What do you see? You see something? You see something over here? I'm telling you, those bells, I heard them twice.
Oh no. Oh hell to you.
What the f is
That came
going
out
on?
of the bowl.
Petey! Petey! Petey!
That dog's oblivious. He must be old.
Petey, what's going on? The TV turned on. TV turned on.
The TV.
Petey,
turned
let's
on,
go.
dog.
Go, Petey. Go. Go out. Go out. Go out. Go. Go out. Go out. Go out. Go out. Go out.
Are you just gonna stay in there?
What the f is going on? What the f is going on? What the f is going? It turned off. It turned off.
Oh, well, now
Lucy,
that-
Bentley, let's
okay.
go. Bentley, get out. Let's go. Tiberius,
Fuck
let's
that
go.
dog.
Get the f out. Get the f out. Get the f out. Let's go. Tiberius, Lucy. Oh my God. Charlie, let's go.
How many damn dogs
Come
you got,
on!
bro?
Come on, who's home? Come on, who's home? Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Get out. Get out. Get out. Get out. Get out. Get out. Come on, T. Come on, Lucy.
His dogs were clearly panicking, and experts in the paranormal
No,
world often
only
say
two were
that when a
panicking.
dog is
Tiberius is a
afraid,
damn
especially
idiot.
without reason, it's often because they're sensing a presence or something dark. And those bells? They're one of the oldest signals of ghostly presence, either announcing arrival or trying to draw attention. Some even say spirits use bells to manipulate energy. One other thing is the timing. The timing of the balls falling on their own wasn't random, and together, all of these strange activities point to one thing: a demonic presence. Days later, things seemed to quiet down, and Matt thought the worst was over, but that's often when spirits become most deceptive, just quiet enough to make you drop your guard. Until this happened.
Bro, I'm playing COD, my whole PlayStation turns off, and this door opens up by itself, and it was closed because what the was that? What? And the light's going again. And the light's going again. And right there is the light switches to that light. And guess what else I'm about to tell you? Nobody's home. Oh my God. What?
The dogs are fucking
And the
oblivious
dogs
again.
want no fucking part of it.
Yeah, but they got the head down in the bed, just oblivious.
And why is that door open? Bro? It's coming in threes. It's coming in threes. If you don't believe me, nobody's home. There is the notes that my mom left me when they go on vacation. Honestly, I'm fucking scared as hell right now. Lucy is scared as right now too, actually. Oh my God, bro. I really don't want to look behind this fucking door.
The door behind the door, dog.
Oh my God, bro. What the bro? Bro. What the is going on here, bro? I gotta get out of here, bro. I gotta get the dogs. I'm out of here.
Yeah,
Let's go.
Fuck those
Get
dogs.
up now. Get up, Petey. We're
Especially
going.
Tap Ears, dumbass.
Bentley,
Whoa.
come on.
Whoa.
This way. Let's go.
I'm
I'm
good.
done making this fucking video. I don't care about this shit anymore. I gotta get these dogs out of this fucking house. Get out. Bentley, come on. Bro, it's fucking Friday the 13th too. I just realized I got all the dogs out here. And there's my... Oh my God. Did you guys just see that? Bro! Nah. This ain't a game anymore, bro. This shit is up. I don't know what to do.
It's a nice crib, though.
I don't know what to do. Did you guys just see that light going off in my house?
I saw it, bro. I saw it, bro.
Doors opening on their own, even though they were locked, lights flickering, always at the same time of night. And most disturbing of all, the activity didn't stop even after Matt left the house. That night, he finally contacted the family priest, and honestly, after everything he's been through, we hope the prayers and blessings are strong enough to banish the demon. This footage comes from a woman named Eliza, and what you're about to see is the final proof she needed to believe what she'd been trying to ignore. Eliza and her brother worked the night shift at a small-town movie theater, the kind of town where everyone's heard the
Movie theater
rumors,
was my
but
first job,
no
yeah.
one really
Not that
talks
you give a
about
shit,
them.
but
The theater was
true story.
supposed to be just a job, quiet, simple, routine, but from the very first night, she knew something was wrong. One night, while cleaning out one of the auditoriums, she heard something no one ever expects in an empty theater, a baby crying. At first, she tried to rationalize it, maybe a family was leaving late, but the theater had already been closed for hours, so she checked the entire building. Every auditorium, every hallway, and the only other person there was her brother. When she told him, he didn't believe her and insisted she was hearing things due to stress. But she couldn't shake the feeling, and a few weeks later, her brother was next to getting the scare of his life. During his night shift, he was alone in the bathroom, mopping up, when suddenly, a thick black cloud formed right in front of him. This was not smoke, It wasn't steam, it had shape, mass, and a very strange movement. This was their breaking point, and a few weeks later, they both left the job, deciding it wasn't worth the unease they felt every shift. But then, months later, a coworker sent them something, a clip.
Fuck was that?
According to Eliza, this was the same dark figure standing in the projection area, and although people who weren't there might try to explain it away by saying it's a bird, a bat, or a shadow, Eliza knew better because she'd seen that shape before and felt its presence.
Holy
Also,
shit.
with every other encounter stacked against it, there's no other explanation I can get behind other than the obvious one. That place was haunted. The following video was captured by a woman named Sanaya, whose daughter had been having full conversations with someone no one else could see. Her little girl would sit perfectly still on the edge of her bed with her eyes locked on the closet and calmly whispering like someone was giving her instructions.
Oh, hell.
Some days she would laugh softly. Other days, she'd frown like she was being scolded. And then, one Saturday afternoon, after waking up from her nap, her daughter stepped out of the bedroom and said, "There's a person in my closet, and he won't stop smiling at me."
Oh my
Sanaya picked up her
God.
phone and followed her into the room, and that's when she captured this.
My daughter has informed me that there's a person in her closet that keeps smiling at her. Let's go see.
She's so cute.
Open it. That's a person.
There's a person?
Yeah.
Can you show me where the person is? Is it Elsa?
No. No.
No?
I'm sure.
You're scared?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you show me where the person is? Is it a kid person or a grown up person?
Grown-up person.
It's a grown up person?
Elmo.
You want to wear your Elmo costume?
Yeah.
Okay. There's a grown up person in your closet?
Yeah.
And it's right there?
Yeah. It's my closet.
It's your closet. Say, go away, person.
I'm scared.
You're scared?
Yeah. I'm a person.
Okay, well, we'll get rid of the person.
Yeah. I'm
This
with you,
time,
Mama.
her daughter wasn't giggling or smiling. She was terrified. And when a child who's been calmly engaging with a spirit suddenly grows fearful, it usually means one thing. The entity is showing its true nature. According to the spiritualist she contacted, this could be the spirit of someone who passed away in or near the home. But if it's mimicking, changing moods, or drawing a child closer before turning dangerous, it's likely a demon pretending to be harmless, just to gain access. A date has been set to cleanse the entire house, and we wish her luck in getting rid of the spirit. This next clip was recorded by a man named Jay, who had always lived a quiet and uneventful life, until one unexpected visit changed everything. A few months ago, someone came to his home. Jay didn't think much of it at the time, as it was only a brief, strange conversation at the door with a man he didn't recognize. But ever since that encounter, he has been waking up with long scratches across his back that are too deep to come from bed sheets, and too clean to be accidental. And once, when he opened his freezer, all the food was melted, except for a single raw steak, still perfectly frozen and placed right in the center. One evening, while returning from the gym, he finally caught something on camera.
Guys, I can hear like some weird sound in my house. Oh my god, 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 oh my god. This is so scary.
Okay.
Oh my god.
No, that's fucking freaky. That's super freaky.
What the hell? There's like nothing in here. This is an empty room. Guys, this is so scary.
You can tell it's angry and aggressive, and when a spirit becomes hostile, it's usually for one of two reasons. Either it's been disturbed, or it was never human to begin with. I don't know exactly what that strange visitor brought into his life, but whatever it is, it's dangerous. Jay contacted a local spiritual advisor, but as we've seen before, getting rid of powerful entities like this is never easy. We hope Jay finds the help he needs. When moving into a new house, most people check the plumbing, the walls, maybe the appliances, but not everyone asks why the last owner really left. And sometimes that missing detail could be the difference between peace and nightmare. The very first day Mateo and his family moved in, not a single night has gone by without something disturbing happening. Objects moving on their own, and a rotten stench that creeps in at exactly 1:30 a.m. every night, and stays for about 20 minutes, then disappears just as fast as it came. One night, it happened again. Same time, same smell, but with strange noises coming from the kitchen, so they all got up to investigate.
No, no hagan eso. No, pero se estaban abriendo ahorita bien feo, o sea, ahorita está bien leve. No manches, no se diga. ¿Qué es que no? Ay, no, tío. Se están abriendo solos. No manches. Ay, no. Ay, no, me da miedo. ¿No cerraste el otro? Ya cerré los dos. ¿Qué es el que es eso? Córrele, que aquí espantan.
I wish I understood what she was saying.
Estaba por irte Día de Muertos a
Because I'm
celebrar.
completely lost at this point.
No, porque ¿qué dijiste? Por ir a tus... ¿Cómo se llama? ¿Cómo? ¿A dónde fue? Mira, mira otra vez. No manches, ya, qué horrible. ¿Qué se pasa? ¿Qué? No voy a bajar. ¿Dónde está? ¿Se selló? No, hay que traer
Oh,
un
okay.
padrecito.
Now, maybe did I miss all this? Oh, fuck that. No.
No me dio miedo, en serio, no lo estoy cotorreando. Mira. Mi risa es de nervio. No, vámonos ya, no me voy. Yo me voy con mi tío Diego, ahorita vengo. Oh, ya.
Even the dog couldn't stay, and that's never a good sign. You see, when a dog runs, it means something stronger is present, and the dog's instinct tells it to run. They'd sprayed pesticides, thinking maybe it was rats, but they've never found a single dead rodent. And with everything else happening, the lights flickering, the sound of footsteps upstairs when no one was home, they realized this wasn't an infestation. They were living with a ghost. Now they had to do what they should have done before moving in. They asked around and found out the original owner of the house died inside it, and every family that moved in after never stayed up to 4 months. But you see, Mateo's family didn't want to run. Instead, they did something not many would do. They contacted a medium, hoping maybe they could find out what the spirit wants and if there's a way to coexist. Of course, a lot of you think that's a dangerous move because it might be a trap. Let's hope this family knows exactly what they're doing.
This is the last one we're gonna watch, y'all. Then I'm gonna call it a day. Been a long day for me.
This next clip was recorded by a successful businesswoman named Tasha, who had her life all figured out.
Hey, Tasha.
Steady job, beautiful home, and a routine that never skipped a beat, until her house started falling apart in a way no contractor could fix. Sometimes it's the mug she kept in the sink she'll suddenly find on the floor the next day, or books falling from the shelves one by one as if someone were browsing. But then it got worse. Things were no longer just falling, they started moving on their own. Take a look at something she caught on camera.
See, and you think I'm crazy. The first time I'm here by myself, there's a picture on the floor, and it just...
What the fuck was that? Oh.
What you just watched wasn't a gust of wind or faulty hinges, and especially because the door slammed shut with timing too precise to be random, and based on how targeted the activity has been waiting for her to come home, reacting when she's alone. This is definitely a spirit trying to get her attention. Tasha didn't wait to find out what it wanted, so she contacted her priest, and they've already picked a date for a full blessing and house cleansing. We wish her luck.
Alright, y'all. Oh my god, I found that to be freaking hilarious and scary at the same time. But listen, I appreciate y'all tuning in. Let's go out to some funky tracks. Let's do that. Y'all wanna do that? So anyway, I appreciate y'all tuning in. Thank you. Like, follow, subscribe. Tell your friends about the channel. Tell your friends about the channel. So we can do this again. Do you hear the same music I'm hearing? Cause the shit is funky. Cause the shit is funky. We're gonna do this again tomorrow. Not tonight. I'm done. I'm fried. Cause I'm sipping on that thing. I'm sipping on that thing. Sipping on that thing. Feels so good. I can say a little bit. Feels so good. Till next time, like, follow, subscribe, tell your friends. Please, appreciate your support.